Shalom, I'm going to start off this video by giving out praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well, that teach well while learning truth, 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere in your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, is going to be a video from NY Prepper, just an update video of things that are basically taking place as far as with World War III. So this is going to be a quick little update, you know, of the current news of things that are taking place. So I'm going to get into this video. We're going to listen to what it is he's saying, and I'm going to get a few precepts, and Lord's willing to be edifying. But with that being said, fair use on the 1976 Copyright Act, fair use.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, a.k.a. NY Prepper. It is Thursday, August 7th, 2025, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 12:31 Eastern Time here in the United States, and we have some major breaking news coming in from Eastern Europe and from here in the U.S. So for some reason today and last night, we have U.S. nuclear forces on very high alert. So what you're looking at here is a flight tracker showing some strategic planes over the U.S. We have a high priority reconnaissance plane, an RC-135U combat scent airborne over New Mexico. And we also have a nuke sniffer airborne as well over Nebraska. We also have a B-52 nuclear bomber airborne over Georgia. So this is extremely unusual to have all of these planes up in the air at the same time. In addition to that, we have a second B-52 airborne over Louisiana right now doing loops. And we also have a reconnaissance plane flying north to south over Mississippi, right over the Mississippi River, which means that it's looking east to west for threats to the U.S., okay?
When choosing the right gear to cut.
Salakia, brothers and sisters, Salakia. All right. But you hear what it is just from the little bit of the video that I played, what the guy's saying. You see, you got U.S., their planes and things of that nature on high alert. You see, and that also goes into what's going on between the U.S. and Russia with all of these nuclear threats that they're making towards one another. So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is putting the spirit on these devils to prepare, man, because we are in the time of World War III, man. We know that ultimately it won't go nuclear until the MOTBC hip is made mandatory, of course, but we know that we're in that time of season where things are about to pick up. So that's why these nations are ultimately, preparing. That's why they're getting ready. That's why they keep, talking about nukes and things of that nature. The Lord is allowing these things to ultimately come to pass because it's all for prophecy to be fulfilled, man. You see, and we're in that time of season. So I'm actually go to this precept that I got right here. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1, you see. And it said, the king's heart, right, meaning his mind, is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will, you see, because that's ultimately what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is doing. He's controlling the minds of these leaders, man. These presidents, these governors, all of these people, man. You see, and that's why he ultimately has them in this spirit of ultimately getting ready and getting prepared for war, because it's ultimately coming, man. Because that's ultimately the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is to bring forth judgment upon these heathen nations via the Third World War. You see, that's what the Heavenly Father is going to do. So, that's what's coming, and that's what we ultimately see being prepared. So I'm actually go to this precept that I got right here. This is Joel chapter 3. And I'm going to start at verse 2, right? In the KJV, and it says, I will also gather all nations, right? That's talking about all of these heathen nations. You see, all of the nations that are getting prepared for war at this time, Russia, America, the land of Israel, where those Amalekites are, Iran, North Korea, China, etc. You see, these are going to be all of the nations that are ultimately going to take part in this third woe that's coming. It said, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which in the Hebrew means Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Heavenly Father's judgment. You see? And this is what all of these things are leading up towards, you see, and these devils, they know it's coming. That's why they're preparing. You see, that's why you continue to keep hearing them speak about war, man. You see, because that's the time of season we're in, right? It said, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, a part of my land. You see, So I'm actually get that precept that I just talked about, I paraphrase. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, right? Verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, right? And I'm going to go straight down to verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And that's why you see these nations ultimately doing what they're doing, man. Because like I said, we're in a time of war, and that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to bring to the earth, man. You see? So that's why you see all of these things happening, and things are only going to intensify from here on out, man. Nothing is going to get better. You see, and it's hilarious because you just have Vladimir Putin and Trump talking about yesterday of having a peace deal with the whole Ukraine situation, which we know that's not going to come, man. You see, no such thing as peace is going to come in these times, man. Because, hey, the Lord is the one that's controlling the will of everything that's happening. And he wants to bring forth judgment, man. You see? And that's what's going to come. So we know that no peace is coming to this place, America, man, or the world. You see, even though that's what a lot of people believe and think, man, that's not what's coming, man. What's coming is, nuclear fire, man, to this place, America, because that's what all of these things are going to end with. America, Babylon, and Great being destroyed by nuclear missiles, man, right? That's what's coming, man, So I'm going to actually get back into this video so we can listen to just a little bit more of what it is he's saying, man. But like I said, these times are upon us, right?
This Combat Sentinel plane is a high priority reconnaissance plane that sends intelligence directly to the president, and the nuke sniffer plane detects radiation in the atmosphere. Now, what's interesting is a couple of days ago, we had a Combat Sentinel flying this northeast to southwest loop over the Central Plains, which means it was looking down towards Cuba, potentially checking to see if there's any Russian missiles in Cuba like the Oreshnik. And we know that Russia said that they are going to start deploying short to medium range ground launched missiles. So this is very, very serious. And last night we had some very interesting activity. We had a U.S. Navy sub-hunter off the coast of San Diego, and it was flying at just 375 feet in altitude and just 262 miles per hour at one point, which is just absolutely insane. And this was just southwest of San Diego, and these planes detect submarines underwater, okay? And in addition to the Sub Hunter, there was also an E3 Sentry in the area, so potentially there was some kind of enemy submarine here right off the coast of San Diego. And then
right, so y'all heard what it is he said, so you got enemy submarines off the coast of California, man. And we know that they are under that, man, because ultimately we know we're in that time of season where, things are about to start heating up, man. And don't forget that you just had Donald Trump, right? He just basically threatened Russia maybe about, a week ago, and he said that he sent 2 nuclear submarines near Russia's coast. So you best believe that they also have nuclear submarines under America just waiting for the time to ultimately to push those buttons. And we know that that time is going to come, man. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to allow these things to be done, at the appointed time that they are set to take place in. You see, so I'm going to grab this precept right here. This is Revelations chapter 11, verse 14. It said, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe, right, cometh quickly, which is talking about World War III, man. And that's what all of these things are leading up towards, man. You see, because it's going to come. It's only a matter of time. The only thing we're waiting on is that chip, man. And we see everything that these devils are pushing and moving into place with everything about them, talking about biometrics and all of that. So we're in that time where the MOTB is not too far around the corner. So that's why you hearing things about war beginning to ramp up more and more, because World War III is going to happen, man. It's a part of prophecy, you see. And I'm actually grabbed that. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3, and I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, this vision, right, which is talking about the prophecies, is for a future time, which is that time we're in now, right? Because these things are about to play out. It said it describes the end, which is the end of an eon or an age. We're coming to the end of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man being in power. And it's going to go down by nuclear fire, man. That's how Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to take out this place, America, man. You see? And it said, and it will be fulfilled, which telling you it is going to take place. You just got to, ultimately be patient, because us brothers and sisters of the hopeful elect, we know that these things are coming, and we know they're coming soon, man. You see, we see all of the signs leading to these things taking place. It said, if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. And that's talking about ultimately America being destroyed, man. You see, it's for an appointed time, of course, but it's going to come. Though it looks like it's not, right? It's going to come, man. And all of these things, like I said, that we see between all of these nations, the tension and all of that they have towards one another is ultimately leading up to this war, right? That's going to result in America's demise, man. You see? So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing to be edifying, just something quick through the spirit of what's happening. You see, so you got a nuclear submarine under the coast of California. So like I said, things are heating up, brothers and sisters, so you just want to constantly be in the spirit of praying to the Lord to have mercy upon you in these times, because we know that things are about to get serious very soon, man. You see? So with that being said, shalom to the elect.